Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Trapjaw. And I believe this is the first appearance Trapjaw. And the other thing that it is the multi-language Trapjaw. For some odd reason, there was an issue at Big Bad Toy Store that all the figures in this wave that came in were multi-language. So I know they have the right ones in stock now because they popped up again. Sorry, I'm not buying multiple. I'm gonna open up the card anyway. So, before we get started, let's take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time that I do a Master of the Universe video, and also hit that like button. It definitely helps out the analytics in YouTube. Anyway, enough of that. Here we'll take a look at it, and here we are, our rock explosion. Trapjaw, he's green, and I can tell you just looking at him, he is different. Now, to say that he's different than Trapjaw, his legs are completely different, his hand is different. To say he's different, well, let's be honest, the buck that they use, they only have multiple bucks, but hey, that's how Master Universe always was, so. And then on the back, here we go. He's shooting He-Man, he's this like glowing green. I don't think he glows though, but again, you have this wonderful artwork. Again, the artwork that they do is second to none. And then you have the wave of King Randor, Digitino, and Whiplash. So let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna pop them open, gonna review them, compare them to the original Trapjaw, right there. And I know a lot of people don't have him because I believe he was pretty early in the waves. So a lot of people didn't get these. So anyway, let's take a look at it. Alright, so here we have them out of the package. You know what's odd? Unless if I didn't notice, but there's no rubber bands holding him on. I mean, I discussed how it's nicer to have these things in the back, no longer in the bag, but there is no little rubber bands holding him on. He's just kind of snapped in there and he came out really, really easy, so I do like that. Here's the bubble. It's in the trash. That's what Hasbro's trying to avoid, but hey, this is Mattel. So here it is. It's a multi-language, Trapjaw. Here, clearly, it's a multi-language. Again, I don't know what happened with BBTS and why they got this. And I was able to cancel if I wanted to, but again, it doesn't really matter to me. So here is the comic, and obviously we can see that it is, what's this guy's name again? Digitino, okay? And there's Whiplash. And there is no bubbles, so it's just straight up. We have no idea what they're saying. We just use our imagination. But it definitely does tell a story of these four guys, like they have with all of the waves, which I think is really cool. You get a wave of four, and the comic comes with all four, and it tells the story of them all together. So let's take a look at our figure. And one of the things that's kind of weird that I never really noticed is I display these figures, but it never really dawned on me that I didn't do reviews on the Master, like on the Origins to begin with. So I never looked at a lot of the stuff to see how it actually looks. So technically you're going to be getting two reviews of the original Trapjaw and the new one. So this here is not his weapon. If anyone is wondering, that is Robato's gun. So his guns, or his attachments, do fit on Trapjaw. And downstairs, Trapjaw was beating the crap out of Robato, because Robato's kind of stupid, but he's worth money, which is kind of odd, but that'll change. So let's take a look at these two figures, and right off the bat, you can see one has a fist, one has the open hand. They got completely different arms. Here, our more classic Origins figure, he's got like a real more robotic shoulder up here. The chest is going to be the same. Obviously, this is painted silver. And he has his football helmet along with his articulated jaw. Now, I do like the color scheme. I think it looks really nice. I know a lot of people don't like the pea yellow, but I think it's kind of cool. So we get down here, you can clearly see he's using a more standard He-Man leg. And the boots here, I believe, are He-Man's with the little frill around it. And, you know, they paint it. It looks really nice. The paint apps look nice. And again, for like 18 bucks, you know, you can't really go wrong with these figures. And on his belt, he's got a place for 2 attachments, since he has 3, and he'll always have 1 there. And again, this one is the exact same. So it uses the same belt, uses the same torso, arms are different, heads are the same, legs are completely different. I do believe it's got like this painted, they just kind of painted it, although when you look at it, you can see where all the texture is. It doesn't really make any sense. He's got his crossbones there. Now, unlike the original Trap Jaw, where you can only lift straight up, he does bend here. His arm pops off. So, he has his little grabbing claw. And again, a notch to hold it on there. And it fits in nice and easy. It is a different gray. This is more of a metallic. This is a gray. So that's kind of odd that they would do that. Then we have his claw. Again, you're going to have it this way. So you're going to reach out and kind of claw. This looks something like you would see an old amputee have. And then you have his gun, which I think most of us use more than anything. Again, a little bit different color. So if you want to interchange them, let's see how would they look. Black kind of looks weird. You know, he has a scope, but you can't aim anything. That's kind of cool. He does have the fist, so he can punch. So look at the articulation. Again, he gets the almost 90-degree bicep pose. Move up and down. Can't do a full T because this one only moves back and forth. Around like this. His head does move back and forth. Just have the jaw articulation. And then you can run a string through here and have him zip line. There's his Jean-Claude Van Damme. There's a swivel at the waist. He gets almost a 90-degree knee bend. Boot cut. Ankle rockers. And again, these figures are not going to fall. I mean, they're going to fall, but they're easy to stand. They're wonderful to play with kids. For you to play with your kids. Look at the original Trap Jaw. I can quickly go over him, since I never went over him. Again, when I look at this, I just see 1980s, what we had. Again, his gun looks absolutely awesome. Here we have a hook. The hook right up here. And then we have his little claw. And again, like I had the laser on because Fakor was actually beating up Roboto and he was laughing at him, putting on his own laser. So I thought that was pretty cool. But you look at this figure, and yeah, you can see our 1980s, our childhood just staring right back at us. I'm going to put the laser on him here. So I like the gun. Strap this on. Again, there's not too much to talk about with an Origins figure. The articulation is limited, but pretty good, to be honest, for an $18 figure. $15 back in the day, you know, like last year. Does have the fist, so he's not going to be grabbing anything, but he wasn't going to grab anything with that one. Again, I do like that this figure actually has something different than what he had. So that's about it. Let's wrap this up. Okay, I'm back, and this is a quick little update. So, ooh, I knocked some stuff over. So anyway, I showed you how I went to move this, and it kind of came off. I seemed kind of stumped if you didn't notice. And I knew something didn't seem right. They made a change to that because I knew that this thing, it moves back and forth. Like his arm was meant to move around. So for some odd reason, as you can see here, this moves back and forth. This one here is completely solid. So I'm not sure the reason why they would do that. I mean, you definitely have to change the mold, even though it looks the exact same. So clearly, this one is much better. Way more improved than that. So I don't know why they would do something like that, but there is definitely a difference. So that was it. I just noticed that I was taking pictures to do for my thumbnails and stuff. So, all right, so there you have it. That's the latest Trap Jaw from Master Universe Origins by Mattel. Again, I kind of like these videos because I can rap through them pretty quickly. There's not a lot of articulation. I don't have anything to really compare them to. And even if I did, there isn't too much. They did such a good job with these figures, making them so much like the original that they can just fit right in. Where anyone that's watched my classified videos of the G.I. Joe, you can hear me ramble on, but I'm usually comparing stuff, and I just have so much to talk about because I really do have a vast knowledge of the G.I. Joes back then, because that was my main toy. So anyway, you can pick them up. I'll drop a link on Amazon. If you want to go through Amazon, you can go to Big Bad Toys. I believe they're in stock right now. Obviously, I got them. I think usually when these go in stock, they stay in stock. So anyway, there he is. Nice looking figure. I really do like it. And I got the other three that I got to do. Kind of already plays King Randor with his guards around him. So you can kind of imagine what I'm already going to do with the thumbnail. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to ask once again, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Real close to 1,000. Hopefully by the time other people are watching this, I'll be over the 1,000 threshold. Hit the bell notification so you are notified. It is hard to get into specific groups. I know when I do G.I. Joe, when I do Valaverse, I get a good amount of views. Obviously, it's a community that I'm getting to know. Master of the Universe, not so much, but I'm trying. I probably should have said it without the Origins, because I had so many of them. So, and hit that like. It helps the analytics. YouTube is a complicated, weird place. So, I'm gonna get out of here. The social medias, you know them: Instagram and Twitter. A Punk with Toys. The Facebook group, Punks with Toys. Join it. Show me what you got. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna get out of here. Have a wonderful day and happy toy hunting.